Welcome back everyone to my eternal suffering. If you came here for flawless gameplay, you've came to obviously the wrong place. Nonetheless, we're up to Treetops. Quite possibly the most difficult level in pretty much the entire Spyro franchise and the bane of a lot of people's lives, so hopefully we don't get through too many lives in this, so here goes nothing. And as you can see, there's a little green thief that's running away from us, so that seems to be the goal of this level, is to capture the little thieves, while also being kicked in the face by these men things. Or not go after a green thief, but a red thief instead. Oh, why am I dying so much? Let's get some of the chickens. This chest will be open later on in the level. We need to find the key. Obviously not the key that will take us to the secret level, but because that doesn't exist. But yeah, we have to find a key as well.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
Isn't that pretty self-explanatory? Well, anyway, let's just continue this thing here and dump over the thing and let's just break the chest. See, you can jump really far. Turns out the dragon guy is right. Defeat him before he actually takes away any of my health. And God, these things here are so nasty. We can leap, and unfortunately it's not enough to get over to reach that thing, so we're gonna have to find another way. Strange enough, this is the only time in the entire game in which you can actually charge backwards on a supercharge. I'm not too sure why that is a thing, but the things you learn every day, I suppose. So we have to go from the side again, and there is a way to get to there. And as basically the point of this level is to leap from one speed run to another, and to be honest, this is actually quite a clever little level. Quite possibly one of the best platforming levels of probably any video games. What you need to do is jump here, go around the thing here, leap through the thing, and this will give you enough momentum to get to the thing and just drive to the rest of the way. And yep, I thought sparks is not good for me, so I have to pick up the gems manually. But this is harder than it should be, and that is how we get the little little red guy. Eventually get the red guy. Need to click these gems first. And he drops a little purple gem. But as I said, we've still got half the level left, so well, hello Sparks. So we won't be using the return home portal yet. Such a quite an impressive, good-looking level for a PS1 era, for PS1 era level. The backdrop there is quite good. Actually, it's actually reused in the third game for, I think, the Honey Speedway. They just add little honeycombs. So now we're going to go this way, and we're going to take on the green thief. And, oh, there's the key. Could have probably gone here first. But oh well. These things are a little annoying. They can basically throw their bananas at you practically anywhere. So you're going to take them out as quick as possible, and yep, I've taken them out. I don't think there's any more of them here in this area. Health is going to be very useful for what we're about to do next, although I've done this so many times that it doesn't probably take too many attempts. I remember the first time ever kind of going for this level, dying like a gazillion times. It's not exactly the most straightforward thing. Let's talk to this dragon first.
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops, don't just stop at one supercharge.
A little subtle hint, which we've already worked out already, so... One of the most annoying things for me when I was growing up was trying to work out how to get to this little platform here. Let's kind of jump down here for a moment. There's a little jump here. There's a little dragon over there, and that's where the little green little thief is. So how he got there, I don't know, but we're gonna have to find a way there, and it's actually pretty easy. And voila! Making this look too easy. I've done this level so many times as a child, so years of misspent youth.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You've learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
I think a lot of people thought the same thing when they were growing up, like... God knows what this dragon was doing when Nasty North was doing his crystal spell. But yeah, that's basically all you need to do for this to get the green egg thief and everything. I've made it look too easy. Let's take these things out. And out! What the? It said these things were their bananas. But we take the chicken so that we can get Sparks back. And some more health, which I don't think we're going to need because the next couple levels aren't that as hard as this one. Make sure to keep charging so you can get into this metal chest there. I just realised now that I'm probably going to have to go back to the beginning of the level again one more time just to get the to unlock that final chest, but gotta pad out the runtime, I assume. Since the last episode, I think of some of the other really great swamp levels that I've actually played in video games over the years. The one that definitely comes to mind is Sly Cooper, the very first one. I think at the halfway point, you go to to a swamp area, and it's actually quite aesthetically pleasing. Even if the bosses is a bit disappointing, or at least disappointing within the hasty remastered. For some strange reason, the it's a rhythm-based game, and boss battle is a music base, but the music is slightly off, so it kind of ruins the whole thing. The other game that's actually more recent is Borderlands 3. Really love the swamp level going to the Jacobs estate. Especially that starting area with the tree and everything. It's just pretty spectacular. So now it's finally boss time. And unlike the other bosses in the previous worlds, this is actually a proper boss. Well, not really a proper boss, but he has its own little arena and can be a bit of a challenge. But even the main little areas is pretty good, so take these out. These guys that kick you again. My nemesis. Annoyingly, you have to charge them. These things here you can flame. Right, just miss a gem. Yep, got the gem. Yep. And he's just on a kamikaze. But I assume you don't really have much choice when you're being kicked by whatever those things at the top are. Are they meant to be people? I'm not too sure. I think the Reunited Trilogy, they actually wear clothes, which hopefully I think improves things a little bit. Before we take on the boss, there's a little secret area. Surprise, surprise, there's a secret area in a boss level. And if you just kind of go around here, and basically it takes you to essentially a little side spot, which quite like this little temple design for this level. Reminds me of some of the temple designs in the swamp area of Outward. There's another game that I'm actually considering possibly doing a let's play of. It's very, very Dark Souls inspired. The game has that Dark Souls feel, although it doesn't exactly play like Dark Souls. So, kind of comparing that to Dark Souls is probably not fair. And we're going to be needing that key later, so it's a good thing we've collected it now. Got the gem. And let's fly over here and get these gems over here. My neighbours have been rather noisy today, so hopefully that isn't going to be too much of a problem or so. Easy work, that is. Not so easy work. Jumping over them seems to work though, so. let's talk to this dragon.
This big robot is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt its power supply.
So the goal of this level is, like I said, pretty self-explanatory. You have to take these out while they're green. But when they're not green, and he can attack you. And he's the first boss that can actually do some harm. Let's get this thing out. Yep. He's also got enemies that he can throw at you, which is just going to make things a bit more difficult. Let's get this thing, and this thing, and oh crap. Let's wait, and he's going to die. Oh, I'm going to die. So this is actually the first time I actually died during a boss battle for this, so that's not fun. I think it's easier just to keep moving. And oh crap, he's got me. And that thing actually took out the thing there. But before we get to the second round, let's see if they've got some of the excess of gems, because he still had some enemies that he was going to throw at us, and obviously didn't throw at us in the end. So the devs have kindly kind of let us, gave us that. Unfortunately, we can't go back and use that as a checkpoint, unlike previous levels. So this all has to be done in basically one go. But before we take on Mr. Robot, we've got that chest to open up. And that's also pretty good, because I don't think the door to the other part of the level reopens up again. Two more left, or three more. Ah. Don't use at me, don't use at me, don't use at me. And that's the way, and he turned around again. Not a very smart robot. If only real smart robots were that dumb. First of all, we need to jump up here. I think there are some gems behind here, possibly. Are there? Yeah, there's some gems. That's good. Really enough, in the power region, this bit here actually isn't here. The gems are actually moved into a different position for the power region. But for the original American release, these things are strangely enough, one of the most difficult platforming segments in the entire game for no apparent reason. So, let's try and get it, and if only we had the hover ability. I think that might be one of the reasons why they included the whole hover ability, because it's just not exactly there. You gotta really commit to the jump. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, because we ain't got all day, eh? We've still got that flying level to do. That's all. To be honest, I'm actually dreading the flying level. It's not a particularly nice flying level. You're gonna eventually see. So let's get some chickens. I don't know why I'm doing it, because flying levels don't involve lives or hit points or anything, but there are still pigs and stuff in the way, so you have to take these out first. I don't know how to make a pig noise. Probably shouldn't. Hopefully I can do this in as few tries as possible, because really enough you have to do it. One of the few flying levels, but you have to do it in like do multiple things at the same time. It's actually kind of harder in the Green Light trilogy. It's the timing is slightly off. Just got this guy. Yep. Might be able to get this all in one go. First attempt. Can I do it? I don't think I'm doing this run, but will I? And no, I'm not going to do it. Damn you. Damn you. I was hoping to do that in the first run. But yeah. There may be a timestamp up in case I land up taking more attempts to actually do it, and yeah, I'm gonna die this time. Almost got it there last time. Almost got it. So not be talking as much. I'm sorry, probably not gonna be as much commentary for this segment, and crap, I died again. I know it's a bit more risky, but taking them out actually head on is actually a lot quicker, but a little bit more risky, so. But I think I've got a lot more time left compared to last time. Sorry if you're going to get any vertigo, and crap. I don't know if I'm going to do it this time. And yes! Didn't know if I was going to make it or not, but managed to do it in only like 3 or 4 attempts. New record, do I want to do it again? Hell no. Hell no. And I was expecting this episode to be like 40 minutes or more, and having to have like a timestamp to skip over my failed attempts, but managed to get that done in what feels like record time there. So we're on to next part. We're going to be up to Dreamweavers, which not as good as this level here, this homeworld, but fun nonetheless. I think the enemies make it what it is, but till then, drink plenty of fluids. Yeah, I think that's about all. Have fun. See you later.